Are you looking to grow your audience? Let me tell you about this challenge coming up by these two spectacular coaches. I mean, amazing. A couple weeks ago, I went to Miami for an It's My Turn workshop. I live in Los Angeles. I flew out there and I was just going, to kind of be around entrepreneurs, see how they do some things, catch some vibes, things like that. I wasn't really worried too much about the content, but let me tell you, when I went, the content blew my mind. There are two coaches. First, Boyd, who is a podcast coach, marketing coach. He's all the coaches. Super disciplined person who we all strive to be like, because this man is disciplined. And David Powertalks, super powerful speaker. This was actually the first time I had ever met him, and let me tell you, I was so blown away by meeting my first motivational speaker coach. Like, I've heard of Toastmasters and things like that, but this right here was beyond. So, okay, it was a 2-day workshop. The first day were speeches and presentations and just getting education, information from people, entrepreneurs, people that have been doing this a long time, people that have made millions of dollars. And some of the speakers, which I didn't know, were actually students in David Powertalks program. And this was only like maybe their third or fourth speech ever. And I thought they were professionals, and I was like, whoa, blown away, right? I had never thought about being a motivational speaker until that weekend. Let me tell you, it was amazing. So I met so many great people. People did everything. There were people who were authors, publishers, people in the medical space, people in the religious space, people in the tech space. I met so many great people, so many great entrepreneurs who just strive to live their own lives. Like, I can't even tell you how amazing this was. Like, this is my sentiment. Chef's kiss. I've always wanted to say that. Okay, so along with the motivational speaking, along with the podcast introductions, presentations, tips, all that stuff, there was also a lot of building your audience social media content. And this is the challenge that they're having come up again. This is the challenge that you should join. There was also a lot of audience growth tips and tactics that we learned from people who have large social media followings. And this was for me, this was one of the best parts, because I didn't expect any of this, and I got a whole bunch of it. So on December 9th through the 13th coming up, they are having a Grow Your Audience challenge. Same two amazing coaches, Boyd, David Powertalks, and their guests. Like, they will bring in guests all over the place. One of the guests that they brought in made $33 million. $33 million on social media, on the internet. Like, to start. Amazing. Changing people's lives here. So, I'm going to drop a link in the bottom for the challenge. Sign up for the challenge. It's the best thing you could ever do. I mean, my life is forever changed from that one weekend. This challenge is 5 days. 5 days of having access to these two strong, amazing coaches and the people that are in their communities who are also super inspirational. I mean, come on now. People who have podcasts and motivational speakers, like, we want them to be our friends, right? Like, these are nice people who work hard in their lives. Like, these are the kind of people that we're like, I know them. So sign up for the challenge. You will not regret it. There's so much money to be made online, so much money to be made in podcasting. And now is the time to start. If you haven't already started, start now. Start yesterday. Start tomorrow. Start today. It's time. If you've ever wanted to have a podcast, or you've ever wanted to speak to a large group of people, now is the time. Tomorrow is not promised. You never know what's going to happen. And plus, you make money on the side. Like, come on now. It's a win-win. So once again, the Grow Your Audience Challenge, December 9th through the 13th, 5 days, sign up, you won't regret it. Please share, like, subscribe to my channel. My name is Dr. Chandra Smallwood. I'm a confidence coach. I talk a lot about building confidence over anxiety. I was focused on anxiety in my presentation for a long time, but now I'm focusing on the positivity that comes from decreasing anxiety, which is confidence.